All right, tell me what's happening with Elon Musk, because I have some thoughts on it.
Yeah, so in the wake of the loss in Wisconsin, the Supreme Court seat there that Elon went all in on, spent $26 million and went and gave out his $1 million checks and basically bribed people to vote in a way that should be illegal. Anyway, he loses by 10 points. His candidate loses by 10 points. And the very next day, an article appears where aides from Trump's inner circle, including cabinet members, are leaking to Politico that Trump has said that Elon is on his way out. Now, in addition, they say, listen, don't fool yourself. He's still going to be an occasional visitor. He's still going to be an advisor. He's still going to be involved, but he's not going to be there every day and forward-facing the way that he is right now. So this is widely being interpreted as Elon had also said something about, he's a special government employee. At the end of May, his period where he's allowed to do that is supposed to expire. So he also indicated that he may be on his way out then. So yeah, this is the big political news, is that Trump is saying that Elon is short-termer in terms of his current massive Doge role.
Do you buy it?
I do, on some level. I think he'll still be very involved. I think the austerity insanity of Doge will likely continue. But I do think that Elon being a proven loser probably had an impact on Trump in terms of wanting him to be the forward face of his administration.
But if he goes away, then that's evidence of there's no grand deal that they made behind the scenes in a smoke-filled back room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the deal that you were speculating and I was speculating happened is that Elon and the oligarchs were like, hey, we'll make you president, we'll keep you out of jail, we'll give you all the money you need to get elected, and then we'll also make you as wealthy as us by doing this crypto scam coin, and in return for that, you have to let us run the government, right? And all the evidence so far points in that direction. All of the evidence so far points in that direction, because the amount of power and control that was gifted to Elon Musk, totally illegally, by the way, completely illegally, the stuff he's been able to do, dismantling USAID, stealing everybody's private data, destroying the CFPB, the anti-scam police, firing 80,000 people at the VA. What the fuck are we talking about? Hacking around in Social Security, cutting 50% of Social Security offices. When I look at that, I still see there was some sort of financial deal. That's what I still see.
Yeah. Well, okay, so a couple things. Ryan actually floated a theory that is related to, but a little different from the direct financial deal theory, which is that Trump may have believed, whether it's true or not, Trump may have believed that Elon actually used Starlink and whatever to go in and change the votes and steal the election.
He said the computers, he's great with those vote computers.
Yeah, and you remember the thing Rogan said about Elon that night.
He showed up
he knew.
and did this.
He knew before anybody. I don't know how. Trump may have believed that Elon actually did change the votes.
And now he doesn't because of the Wisconsin result.
Then you're like, oh, well, you would have done it there if you could do it, and you didn't. So I guess I'm not so dependent on you, and that would create some leverage for Elon. He could spill the tea. He could and can help Trump in his third term run, whatever. So that's one theory. Another theory is Elon has already, and Trump, in combination with Trump, installed many of his allies throughout the administration and key agencies. So that Antonio Gracias guy, who is a long-time Elon person, going back to the early days of Tesla, et cetera, he's in at Social Security. Social Security seems to be a key priority for Elon for destruction. David Sachs, obviously another member of the PayPal mafia, who's been put in this position of AI and crypto czar. He's got SpaceX engineers over at the FAA. So he's kind of got his people in place in the administration. And so maybe he feels like he doesn't have to be there every day to be pulling the strings and getting what he wants out of the arrangement.
His ego's too big. I don't buy that. He wants to be the guy. He wants to be the man. He's very openly running around as the shadow president or the co-president and wants everybody to think of him that way. So I really don't buy that one. So what do you think is going to happen? I mean, look, my default perspective until proven otherwise is that there is some sort of a backroom financial deal. Now, that will be immediately disproven if and when Elon is actually kicked to the curb, because then there is no financial deal, right? That's the way I look at it. If he gets kicked to the curb, because think about it. Remember that the AI video of Trump sucking Elon's toes that was playing in the Office of Management and Budget or something on the TV screen?
Yeah.
There were 4 or 5 very distinct moments where the world was giving Trump the opportunity break up with Elon, kick his ass to the curb, do what you did to everybody else who worked with you, which is you throw him under the bus, you knife him in the back, you say, I blame them for this problem, and then you walk away scot-free like you always do, right? And every time he's been given one of those opportunities, very clear opportunities, where if it was anybody but Elon, he would have done that. He didn't do it. He didn't do it, right?
So
and even this is like, God.
You think the purpose of the leak then is just to create a public impression that Elon's going to move on?
I don't know what the purpose of the leak is, which is why we're talking about it. Because I know Trump doesn't respect losers. He looks at Elon like a loser in this situation, and he's right to look at Elon like a loser in this situation. But it almost sounds like to me, like we're going to try to put him a little bit more in the background because we're kind of embarrassed, but the deal is still there, and that means he's still going to be hacking around in the back of our government agencies, and he's not going anywhere. He's going to be there the whole fucking 4 years. That's how it reads to me at this moment. Now, again, that's disproven the second he actually kicks Elon to the curb and he actually slits his throat on Twitter, which is very possible that it comes at some point. But right now, that's my acting assumption. I
mean, I don't know that I'm saying anything that different. I think that Elon will continue to be involved. I think Doge will continue to do its bullshit. I just think he may be less of a forward-facing role because, yeah, I mean, he's an embarrassment.
He's so fucking hateable.
Now, like, undeniable that his approval rating is like total
30%,
trash.
30%, less than Biden. His approval rating is lower than Joe Biden, whose brain stopped working about 3.5 years ago.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think Trump is taking those things in and wants him to be more in the background.
But he's doing as much as he can to get it there without a full breakup. Is kind of my point.
Yeah,
right?
And Elon, he's got his apparatchiks in his key places, so he can continue to do. And I mean, Elon also has like major business issues that he does need to attend to. Tesla.
No, he doesn't need to attend to them. He'll make them worse if he attends to them.
True, but the way he's feeling about it is like, I got to do something here. Tesla, their deliveries of Tesla vehicles dropped 13% year over year, and that's it. Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be more than that soon.
It's going to be more than that too. I mean, that's probably with them like cooking the books in every way they possibly can. They have they're sitting on $200 million worth of Cybertruck inventory. They are
Sorry, bro. That's going nowhere.
They are not accepting their own vehicle, the Cybertruck, as a trade-in at Tesla dealerships. So if you have a Cybertruck and you're like, I could do the model, I don't know, what are they, like Model Ys or I don't know, whatever. I could do like one of those, but this Cybertruck, I just really, I'm not feeling it anymore. They're too bad. You're stuck with it.
They're going to be giving away Cybertrucks for like $5,000 soon.
Used Cybertrucks, to that point, price is down 55%.
That sounds about right.
So other dealerships, some of them are still taking, like non-Tesla dealerships, some of them are still taking the Cybertruck as a trade-in, but they'll give you like the most insanely lowball offer.
And then they'll use it for scrap metal.
And then it'll just sit there on the lot indefinitely.
They actually do that, by the way. The actual used car guys, they will, if they get an old car and they feel like, I don't really want to sell this, they will trade it in for scrap metal.
Yeah.
They'll get money for scrap metal.
Wow, well, that might be
happening with
where a lot of Cybertrucks
for sure.
are. Because it's one thing, like the normal Tesla vehicle, you get a little bit, like people still might give you dirty glances, but they're, you probably bought it before you knew about Elon, whatever. It's not as obnoxious. The Cybertruck is so obnoxious and so in your face as a vehicle anyway. And then when you add to it, like it's new, so you knew what Elon was when you purchased this vehicle, and it's a political statement that not many people are wanting to make at this point, apparently.
The dude who made those bumper stickers saying, I got this before Elon was crazy.
Yeah.
They just entered like the top 10 richest men on earth right now. That's what's going on.
Yeah, I wonder where those stickers are made. They're going to face a large tariff probably very soon. So
Hell yeah, that's right.
Get it while the getting's good. But yeah, I mean, the Cyber, it's also really expensive. The Cybertruck is like, I don't know, $80,000 or something, and drives this ridiculous piece of shit. So.
Hey guys, sign up for Crystal, Kyle, and Friends on Substack below if you want to see the longer conversation here. Michael Tracy goes into all different aspects of Trump's horrific, neocon, bloodthirsty, warmongering foreign policy. Unfortunately, this is something that many people aren't talking about nearly enough, but they have grand plans, and they're horrible grand plans, and you're going to want to see this whole conversation. Sign up below.